All right, Wiley, tell the people what we're working on today.
Well, today we're down here in Waldron, Arkansas at one of our friends' place. We are going to be pulling his well pump and putting a new well pump in, but we're already running into issues, guys. So
Michael, what do you guys say for yourself?
It happens.
No, Michael shouldn't be allowed to touch things.
I can't say that it's Michael's fault because it's probably just a very old rope that's been down in there and tied to this pump forever. So whatever it happened, however it happened. So now we're going to be, depending on just the hose that's going down into the well and the electric cable to be able to pull this well pump out.
We don't know how deep this well is.
We have no idea how deep the well is. We know nothing about this place. So, I mean, everybody say a small prayer and cross your fingers and hope we can get this thing out without dropping the well pump down in the well. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, tell them what else we have to fix.
What do we have to fix? Oh, yeah. So, I guess over the winter, the last few winters, this thing's been sitting here empty, and we've got some busted pipes over here. Super simple fix. That ain't going to take very long. But the main thing is getting the well pump out, and yeah, all that good stuff. So, now, I'm going to see what I can do. So guys, I'm taking this clamp off just for a little added security, and I'm going to clamp it around the electric line and the hose to tie them two together.
To hopefully not drop the pump.
Yeah, just in case one or the other breaks, they're tied together and not going to go anywhere stupid. Whoa. Now, here's the hard part, because, once I get this unhooked, we're going to have to start pulling.
Yeah.
So you might take the camera back over that way in the shade and just put it on time lapse this way. Okay.
You're so funny.
All right, guys. We got that out of there. Looks like this well's probably, I'd say 175, 180 feet deep. I wasn't really considering the fact that 1-inch line was full of water. So I'm assuming I was lifting probably close to 150 pounds out of that well. It was not easy, guys. I might not have the use of my arms for a couple of days. Now, we got to get a list together of the parts we need to put the new well pump in, make a trip to town, buy some new rope, because that rope's all rotted. Guys, I don't know, if it's really worth mentioning or not. I see a lot of people doing this, and my whole life, I've always, when we installed a well pump, we used that yellow, what is that? It's almost like a plastic rope.
The kind that frays in the sun.
Right? And I see a lot of people using this cotton rope or
nylon or whatever
it is, nylon or whatever it is for these wells. And this just proves to me One of the reasons why our family always used that yellow and plastic stuff, because this rope, I mean, Mikey pulled on it and it just snapped. There wasn't, obviously with a little bit of age, this stuff don't last like it should. And I had noticed to begin with that the electrical wiring coming up out of the well to the points was drawn tight. So I'm assuming that rope had weakened and let that pump slide down and tighten all that wiring up. I know that my family always used the yellow rope. Maybe that's why. Maybe it don't rot in the water like this stuff does. But this stuff was definitely rotted. So here we are, trying to figure out what we need to make a trip to town and get this well going again for him. Instructions.
Who needs those?
Hey, look!
Oh, nice!
It even has the connectors, the shrink wrap. That's something we don't have to buy because it comes with it.
This is just a 240 volt, well, I guess it says 230, but same thing. It's a 240 volt pump that he picked up off of Amazon, up to 33 gallons per minute. Yeah.
I believe it's a 1 horsepower.
Yeah, 1 horse. Which is really all you need, huh?
This is the exact same pump we put in our well at home. I actually sent him the link where we purchased it off of Amazon, and he purchased the same one. It has been doing a fantastic job for our well. Of course, I don't see it lasting, 20 years like a lot of the higher end pumps do. But guys, this pump's $150.
Yeah.
I mean, super, super inexpensive.
So if he has to replace it every couple of years, it's really not that big of an expense.
Other than
having
to pull that well.
Yeah. They sure package it good, huh?
Yes, they do. Very good, very good. All right, guys, here we are back from the parts store. We had to get a check valve to go into the top of the pump and a nipple adapter to the hose. And the weird thing about it is True Value did not sell a brass union to go from here to the pump. Why do they not sell a check valve that has a male end on it to screw into the pump? I have no idea. So we had to buy a Schedule 40 PVC adapter to adapt this to the pump. Makes no sense to me. But there it is. Now, some Teflon tape. Just putting the butt connectors on, guys. I know that there's better tools to do this with, but this is what we've got.
Go ahead.
So the kit that comes with the well pump comes with a special kind of, I want to say tar tape. I don't know what it is, but it's a good sealing tape. So once you put your heat shrink and everything on and you get your wires connected, then you go over it with this tar tape, and then you go over it with electrical tape. So it helps keep all the water out of your connections, I think. Makes sense to me.
That's how we did ours, and it still works. Need help?
My arms are too weak.
Michael. Wiley's tapping you in.
It'd probably be better if you wiggled it up and down. There you go.
More?
That's good.
Okay.
Alright. This is the yellow rope I was talking about. This stuff is polyethylene, maybe? I don't remember now. But anyway, It's
some kind of plastic.
It's a whole lot more stable in water, I'm gonna say, for a well pump. This is what we've always used since I was a kid. Time to drop this sucker back in the hole. Got everything all hooked together, and let's see how this goes. I don't know why these stores are selling you cotton and stuff like that, rope to put down in a well, but this is the way to go. Whoa. Okay, that should be good. No, I was loosening it. It wouldn't slide. What time?
Here, Emily.
It's pumping. You got water.
Oh yeah, there's pressure. Woo! It's so cold too.
No. What?
What'd you mess up?
That one's broke too? Did not realize that. And I don't know. Hopefully there's going to be enough here to do.
Aren't you glad I didn't have a hacksaw?
Yeah.
Was there water in that sand filter?
What's that? What in the hell?
Is that one of the pieces you just put together?
Yes.
Maybe that little tiny piece of pipe that you put that coupler over was no good.
Oh. That's a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's exactly what it is. I didn't notice that piece of pipe was busted.
Want me to turn this off?
It's off. Maybe not.
It's not actually walking water.
Oh.
Me and my daughter fished in the house. It wasn't fun.
And
All right, guys. Moment of truth number 2. No, moment of truth number 1 failed a little bit. So moment of truth number 2. This well has been abandoned for quite a while. I'm not sure how many years it's been abandoned. So we're just getting it all fired back up. We have no idea where all the brakes are. So here we go. We're going to try it again.
we know if it holds pressure, then there ain't any leaks anymore. Boop, boop.
Did you close that valve back there?
Oh no, I didn't here. But let me go see if there's water coming out of it. Okay.
It's like an episode of 30 Jobs.
50 pounds. A little over 50 pounds of pressure and the point's kicked off. It's going down, so there's a valve, there's something open somewhere. I wonder if there's another. This ain't leaking yet. So everything's good in here, but we've got something somewhere else.
There's lines all over the property.
I wonder if any of those horse heads or anything might be on.
Might be.
We'll have to go walk around and see what we can find.
Let's find it out.
Good morning, everybody. It's another day.
Yeah, it's another day, and I thought Jen had recorded the last little section of that video, but so there's thousands of feet of water line underneath his fields out there. This was an old plant nursery, and there's literally thousands of feet of water line. So what I figured out is it was just pressurizing, so it had air all through the whole system. So it was, the well pump was pressurizing and, you know, falling down and then building back up until it got that whole system built up with pressure. We walked
Forever.
there's the frost trees or horse heads, I call them, all the way in the very back of his 12 acres down there. And we walked that whole system out and turned the horse heads on and let the pressure come out until, you know, it was good, clean water, not, you know, get all the air out of the system and everything. Once we done that, then it built up to 50 pounds and it sat there perfect. It didn't have any leaks. So
There was one horse head that was busted underground, but so long as he leaves it off, it'll be okay.
yeah, as long as it's shut, it's
Right.
not leaking. It's when it's open, it's leaking. So yeah, but worked out fabulous.
Yeah, it did.
That little pump from Amazon. Of course, like I said, have no idea how long it's going to last, but it works great.
It's something I didn't mention previously is that it is made in America.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Indiana or Illinois?
I always
think.
get them mixed up.
Yeah,
It's one of those.
One of those up there. It comes, yeah.
A Hallmark pump. So I don't know. Maybe it'll be good.
Hopefully.
I mean, you can't really expect a lot out of a $150 pump, but I'd be pleasantly surprised if it lasted us a few years.
Yeah.
So
I was extremely surprised that his system down there, you know, however many years it's been set and abandoned, wasn't in worse condition than it was.
right. Mhm.
Everything, you know, that one little spot in the well house, we got it all fixed up, and everything else worked great. So, yeah.
Now he's got a backup water source, and he's got water to his entire 12 acres. I'm honestly a little jealous because he can literally run a 100-foot garden hose to every square inch of that property,
yeah,
probably.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
It's
awesome.
It's awesome. Yeah, and he's got fruit trees back in the back. He's got, I mean, it's a really nice place. So,
yeah, it is.
So yeah, he's got a way to take care of all that now, and plus a backup water system because the house itself is on county water, and if anything ever goes wrong there, it won't be a big deal to hook up to the well.
Right.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep. And then on it, in the future, not too distant future, I hope, Wiley will be back at his house again, but this time he's letting us use his shop to fix our dump trailer. And
Yeah.
he picked up the metal that we needed to fix the tongue on our trailer, and so that was a huge blessing, because I think he said it was about $250 for those 2 pieces of metal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, 2 days later, after we done the well, I had to go back down there and replace his garage door opener. We did not get any of that on video. Jen didn't go with me. It was me by myself. And I never even thought to grab the camera when I left the house, but we didn't get any of that on video. But I did get his garage door opener all replaced and hooked up and working. And so
Now he's good to go.
there is other projects I'm going to be going down there and working on. I think there's a main line from the county water to the shop itself that's got a bust in it. I've got to go down and dig up and replace. And I think there's numerous other projects. He's got a brush hog down there that's got a seal out on the gearbox. I've got to try to replace. There's no telling how much other stuff's going to come up, but yeah.
Right. Either way, job is done, the well is working, and everything went off without too many problems.
Thank you so much, Greg, for giving me the opportunity to come down there and make a couple extra bucks.
Amen. And again, thanks for the metal for the trailer.
Yeah.
Because that trailer is not just going to help us. We have a lot of friends around here that could use a dump trailer also.
Right.
So it's going to help the whole community by Greg doing that. So thanks again, Greg.
Can't wait to get that thing put together where we can actually get more shell hauled in down here. And,
right.
Yeah, a bunch of other
and then you know, we can, well, we still need rock. We need gravel that'll drain, right?
Yes.
For our root cellar. And then, yeah. It's all a money waiting game.
Right.
I'm sure a lot of you out there are feeling this economy too. So
Yeah.
I know we're not the only ones. But anyway, this is the end of the video. Wiley, what do you say?
As always, work hard, stay humble, and love God.
Amen.